Welcome to Web3 Gamer. I'm here with Derek and Sarah from the Nemots. Now, we have a bunch of questions. This is going to be the turn-based TCG game that you need to play. So, we'll start with you, Derek. Talk to me, where was the inspiration for the game? Talk to me about the basics as if I know absolutely nothing about the game.
Okay, yeah. So it's a '80s based retro TCG with like a strategic element to it, where you're placing along three different lanes, and you're attacking three different opponents' crystals. And basically, there's a lot of strategy with it. You can move to like different lanes, and then also it's got these cute little characters that are combinations of item and animals. Items from the '80s, so like like a Keytar, like Polly Pocket, things like that. Well, Sally Pocket, of course, not a Polly Pocket, none. But but yeah, that's pretty much the Nemots. Yeah, and it's super fun to play. Very retro, very old vibes.
And I think that's something that I really actually enjoy about the game is that retro feel. So talk a little bit about the development. How long has this been a brainchild for you guys? How long has it been in development? When do you guys maybe expect to have some sort of playable beta for the public in the future?
Yeah, so it's been in development now, so like a year, 2 years ish, and yeah, it's like from if we talk about conception of idea and everything for sure, but yeah, like we're pretty far along. I would say we're in early access. You know, you can hop in the Discord, you can play it, test it. Just come in there and say, hey, I'd like to test the game. And as far as like the actual like kind of release and stuff, we're looking towards summer 2023. It's still a little bit of ways away, but we're hoping to come out soon.
Oh, and that's great. So now let's take a little bit of a switch from game development. Let's go to Sarah. Let's go to the queen of Twitter. Let's go to Sarah. Sarah, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm exactly how I am here as I am on Twitter, so
I agree.
Just be prepared.
So talk to me a little bit about the community with Nemots and how everything is going. How has the reception been with everybody here at 3XP that's played the game so far?
I think people are in shock, really, at the technology that we have at the booth. I mean, we are actually in like 2025 style tech. You've never seen anything like this, especially if you are under the age of 40. We decided that, we are a retro game. If we're going to go retro, we want to present ourselves as retro and give everyone that immersive experience that you need when you go into a game. So we have unique tech. You can come along and play, and we've had fantastic reception. We've had people queuing to play the game, which is fantastic because, obviously the class of games that we have here right now, to be having that much excitement around the Nemots is fantastic.
No, and it's great. And even, my girlfriend and my cousin played the game. The smiles on everybody's face after the wins and losses. And after you get down the rhythm of the game once, you kind of just understand it. So let's talk a little bit about the owning aspect, right? Because we are Web3 gamer. We need to know a little bit about what is behind the owning, blockchain, the cards. So Derek, if you want to talk a little bit about that, what do the players get to own, trade, sell? Let's get into that.
Yeah. So basically, you're gonna be unlocking these Nemots as you go. You'll get like orbs, and then you can mint them. It will be through the process of gameplay that you're gonna get them, and then you can like level them up. You'll be spending in-game fragments to like level them up to unlock different abilities, better stats through like 50 levels or so, and then you can sell those, trade them, whatever you want to like other people, and rent them out too. We're doing the rental system, and that's going to be the primary thing that everybody's like kind of like owning and trading. And these things are going to like, we'll let you name them and do all this kind of stuff,
Yeah.
So it'll become like your little like special like card creature kind of thing, and that's kind of like the idea behind it.
That's awesome. So I have one last question for the both of you. No, I have one last question for the both of you, and it is this. First question, what is your favorite thing about the Nemots? besides the retro style, because I love that. And then the second question is, what is your favorite thing about the future of Web3 gaming? So we'll start with Sarah.
The favorite thing for me is how it makes me feel. The experience is everything in life. Like if you do something that makes you feel good, you want to keep going back and doing it. I'll go and play the game because I'll need to take some video for socials, and then 2 years, even 2 years, 2 hours later, I'm still playing the game.
Yeah.
The feeling that it brings, you can buy it, but you know what I mean. It's kind of like it's just.
Does it give you that nostalgic feeling of when you're playing a game?
It just makes me happy.
Yeah.
It just makes me happy. Like when I see Catfee thrashing Fishlight, you know, I mean, what more can you want? And and do you want to go to the second question? Or do you want to do
go
the
ahead.
first one?
Go ahead.
For Web3, I think that we have the chance for true equality within the tech industry. We do not have enough diversity in normal tech. So I think in Web3 we have the chance to look at the different systems in place, and we've got a chance to disrupt those systems and move forward. And we can do that, but everyone needs to be a squiddy. Everyone
Holy shit, it's Squiddy!
is squiddy.
Holy shit, disrupt the interview! Holy shit! What's up, man? I didn't know you were here. I'm good, man. So we were just saying, go ahead, finish, go ahead.
We were talking about disrupting the industry. Squiddy and I and a few others are going to be starting some spaces on Twitter called Disruption.
I want to be a part of that.
We're going to talk about not the usual things that we keep hearing on spaces, because to be frank, I'm dying of boredom on Twitter, and we need to just talk real about the situations that are occurring with Web3. Not like Derek's bingo game that you're gonna have to have a look at. Like, what are we gonna say? Like, because who the hell doesn't want to make a fun game? I'm sorry, but if you don't want to make a fun game, you shouldn't be in the industry.
Did you hear? Everybody heard that? I just want to make sure. Everything she said was right. Derek, that's going to be hard to follow up with. But go ahead, man.
We have Squiddy as well,
I don't even remember the question. That was getting cozy.
We're just getting it. So, what's your favorite thing about the Nemots and your favorite thing about Web3?
Yeah. So I got to go with dopamine, right? Because dopamine for both. Let's just say for both, right? Because dopamine of like that pack opening, like selling that experience, right? Minting that Nemot, getting that thing that's like a combination of a random item and a random animal. It's put together. You're like, what mechanics this thing got? What's it do? What's its abilities? Like, what is the name of this thing? Like, what is the crazy pun name that somebody came up with this? Because he had to write 2,800 of them. What was he on when he was doing it? Lots of energy drinks. Absolutely, and dopamine, right? That's the reason why we're also in Web3, right?
Yes.
That dopamine of the fact that, like, you know, just that feeling of winning, that feeling of opening something unique and different, and then owning that thing.
And that's what's in it for me, right? Somebody who doesn't like to use the terms NFT, somebody that I like to use the word skins, right? I like to be able to, you know, reach out to that traditional market. Exactly. So exactly. So I agree with you. And then, so what's your favorite besides owning? What's your favorite thing about Web3 gaming? Is it the community, the early stages? Like, what really gets you going in this space?
I mean, I just think it's actually also the process of discovery, right? Because nobody really knows what the end result of this technology totally is going to be. And so the path of like finding it together is kind of really cool. So it does have a lot to do with community as well, right? But that discovery as a community together, I think, is kind of...
He's right. And he's right. And he's right.
It's about love. It's about love.
I'm going to cry.
I know, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, that is the Nemots. This is Derek and Sarah. Make sure you guys check out the game. Follow them on Twitter. We'll leave all those links in the description below.
You know what? Guess what? We are now on Hyperplay. So you can actually go onto Hyperplay and download us. So we would love to have you in our Discord. So please come into our Discord because we need feedback. That's how we can all get a great game. But you can also go to Hyperplay and download us and check us out there.
And there you have it. The Nemots, Derek and Sarah. This is Web3 Gamer. Like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.